This is Dr. Tom Pritchard. You're listening to the Numero Uno podcast in all of professional wrestling, the Spanish announce table.
Let's do what we came here to do, and that is to go
back in time.
All right, we're going to go back and do a little This Week in Wrestling History. We're going to go
back in time
and talk about some things that happened during this week.
What is that from?
That's that Back to the Future, Huey Lewis in the News, right?
Back in time.
Yeah.
That is so great.
Right? So hop in the Spanish announce time machine with me, T-Mac, as we go
back in time
to 15 years ago on August 17th, 2002. Okay? Feeling this out? 2002. The WWF Hardcore title changed hands 3 times at a house show in Terre Haute, how do you say that? Indiana. Raven won the title from Tommy Dreamer, beginning Raven's 27th and final reign with the Hardcore title. Then Raven lost the title to Shawn Stasiak, making his 14th reign with the title. And finally, Stasiak lost the title to Tommy Dreamer for his second Hardcore title reign of the day and his what number overall title reign with the Hardcore title?
11.
12. Good.
Ah.
It's close. I brought this up because as I was going through the week, that happened throughout. Like every day they were somewhere and the title changed like multiple times.
It was great. I mean, it didn't add any legitimacy to the title,
No.
but it was fun to just see it, happen.
Yeah. I mean,
I love
and just we got to talk about meat. When else are you going to talk about meat? All right, let's hop back into the Spanish announce time machine, T-Mac, as we go
back in time.
It's 21 years ago on August 18th, 1996. Okay?
What? That was 21 years
21 years ago.
Back in time.
August 18th, 1996. Yeah, do the math. The WWF held its 9th annual SummerSlam pay-per-view at Gund Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. In this event, Mankind defeated The Undertaker in a boiler room brawl after what happened?
Oh, I remember this like it was yesterday. Paul Bearer turned on Undertaker and hit him over the head with the urn. The only thing is that he kept on turning away from him, so you could tell that like he was gonna turn on him, but he just didn't do it quick enough, and it kind of like made the turn not as good.
Yeah.
But it was still crazy that he turned on him.
Yeah. So Paul Bearer turned on The Undertaker by hitting him in the head with the urn and handing it to Mankind, who then won the match, as the stipulation was that the first competitor to take possession of the urn would be declared the winner.
I remember that
So he's turning away to avoid The Undertaker getting the urn.
Yeah, but it was like he should have just hit him in the head.
Right.
Like he should have, like if I was booking it, you would have had Undertaker drop to the knee, put the hand up, and then Paul Bearer just hits him in the head.
Whack him down on the head.
He falls down. Mankind gets it. But in the turn thing was like, well, what is he doing? Well, now I know what he's doing, but why is it taking so long?
Mm-hmm.
And then it just jumbled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in my travels researching all this, in all my travels,
back in time.
I did notice that after this happened, 1 year later, Undertaker and Mankind would be teaming together. So there you go.
Pro wrestling.
All right, let's hop back in the Spanish announce time machine, T-Mac, and go.
Back in time.
4 years ago. Right? Isn't that far away? August 19th, 2013. A match between Alberto Del Rio and Sin Cara was called off mid-match when what happened?
Yes. Oh, because Sin Cara dislocated his thumb or something? Wasn't
He
it?
dislocated multiple fingers while performing a dive outside of the ring onto Del Rio, and Del Rio proceeded to kick the shit out of him for it.
Yeah, because he just looked at it. He's like, oh, my hand. And Del Rio's like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, he put the boots to him. And then that was the end of Sin Cara, really, after that. Like they replaced him with Hunico, who is Sin Cara that we know now. But yeah, how about that, huh? How fun was
on
that?
TV, like I would have got it if it was a house show, right?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Who cares? But you're on Raw,
right?
Gotcha.
You can at the very least say go home, right?
Right.
And have him pin me. Let's get out of here. Your fingers are broke or not. If you think your fingers are broke, you're not gonna. Well, but here's the thing: in the amount of time to say go home, fingers are broke, find something, hit me, pin me, right? You're spending an extra minute out there tops, right? Nothing. You just got to get through it, right? I don't know. I mean, it's easy to say. It's easy to say. Everybody reacts differently when that shit happens and they're looking down and don't know what's going on. But, I don't know. That was the end of Sin Cara.
Fuck that guy.
All right, let's hop back in the Spanish announce time machine and go.
Back in time.
14 years ago, on August 20th, 2003.
Oh. So depressing. That's the worst part of the segment, is just realizing how long ago that actually was.
Michael Shane won the TNA X Division Championship in Nashville, Tennessee, defeating then-champion Chris Sabin and Frankie Kazarian in the first ever
X Division. Or the X.
The Ultimate X
the
match.
X.
Yeah.
Ultimate X.
The Ultimate X match, which I like. I never, that's a decent style match. I wouldn't mind seeing that again. Obviously not in TNA. I don't want to see it in GFW, but it adds a new wrinkle where they've got to, get across these ropes and stuff. I mean, it was all right.
Hey, speaking of GFW, late breaking news, their X Division champion just asked for his release and was granted it. Loki, gone from GFW.
We're going to see him on NXT?
No, because McMahon hates him, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
And everyone hates Loki, it feels like. I feel like everyone hates Loki.
Yeah, is he an asshole?
Yeah, I feel like every shoot interview thing I've watched, every snippet talking about him, they're like, he takes himself too seriously, kind of a dick.
Kind of a dick. A little bit of a dick. A little bit of dick. All right, then on that note, let's hop back in the Spanish Announce Time Machine and go.
Back in time.
20 years ago on August 21st, 1997, in the Municipal Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee, WCW would hold the 35th and final version of what event?
Starcade.
The Clash of the Champions.
Ah, shit.
20 years ago, the Clash of the Champions died. What was your take on the Clash of the Champions?
Loved it. It was a free show on TBS. Sometimes they would do fan phone calls to create the matches, and I thought it was a pay-per-view quality, and for a poor boy from the trailer park who couldn't ever get pay-per-view, I thought it was just the best thing in the world, and it made me love WCW more than WWF for 2 months after a Clash of the Champion. I'm like, this is definitely the number one promotion.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, I agree. Clash of the Champions was great just because, like you said, it was getting that big event feel, but free on TV. And it introduced me to all these stars of the WCW, especially before it went into Monday Night Wars WCW, where things took a turn for the worse. Yeah.
Well, they took a turn for the better, then they took a turn for the worse. But
yeah, man, 20 years have passed. Clash of the Champions is dead. And, sometimes you got to put your pants on one leg at a time. So we'll move on.
I'll tell you what, keep your head on a swivel.
Sometimes. All right, we will hop back in the Spanish Announce Time Machine and go.
Back in time.
18 years ago, on August 22nd, 1999, the WWF held its 12th annual SummerSlam pay-per-view. Main evented by Mankind defeating Steve Austin and Hunter Hearst Helmsley in a triangle match to win his second WWF World title after his pin on Steve Austin, which was counted by which special guest referee?
Oh, this is another one I really know well. Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah.
And also in that match, I didn't realize it at the time, but I realized it later. Go back and watch it. Stone Cold gets caught in the top rope because he falls over trying to talk shit on, I think, Stephanie McMahon. Yeah. And Triple H has to get him out
Yeah,
of it.
He got stuck.
And it was hilarious.
Yeah, the sitting governor of a state of Minnesota came in and did that, which, yes, it's not like they got a sitting governor who'd never been in wrestling. I understand the difference here, but that's still a pretty big get.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course. You know what they say, man? An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They do say that. All right, let's hop back in the Spanish Announce Time Machine and go.
Back in time.
Says, all right, 33 years ago, on August 23rd, 1984. 33 years ago. The Uptown Boys defeated the Grapplers, Tony Anthony and Len Denton, to win the NWA Central States Tag Team titles in Kansas City, Kansas. Who comprised the Uptown Boys? We've seen them We've seen them wrestle on episode 21 when we did our drunk episode when we watched Heroes of Wrestling. So you know these two guys.
Oh, man.
The Uptown Boys. Kansas City, Kansas, NWA Central States.
33 years. Marty Jannetty and...
Got one.
Jake the Snake Roberts?
Tommy Rogers.
Ah, shit.
Right? And then they had that great match at Heroes of Wrestling.
Well, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels formed the Rockers in Kansas City in Central States.
In the Central States. Right. Kansas City. Yeah, man. Hey, that's what we're talking about over here. We got a good wrestling lineage. Well, this was a fun trip.
Back in time.
Right?
Yes. I love this. We should do this one more often.
Yeah, I know. It's good. That's where this rotating third segment comes into play. I don't know what we're going to do next week, but in 2 weeks' time, the 7-year anniversary of the greatest wrestling match of all time, we want your emails. Emails about anything you want, but also tell us what the greatest wrestling match of all time has meant to you, right? We want to hear from you again. It's been a while since we've done emails, long-form conversations with you. Now, I know some of you, there's deep meaning in this greatest wrestling match of all time, Melina versus Alicia Fox. GBL, I'm talking to you. Nels, I'm talking to you. B-Double.
Cannabis.
Right? I know you guys. I know you guys think about this match often. And
Mop
it ranks
Jockey,
up there.
where you at?
Yeah, Mop Jockey, where you at? Mop Jockey's never coming back. I've just come to accept that.
That would be the greatest moment in this podcast history if he comes back.
If Mop Jockey comes back, hey, 2:15, somebody get the word to Mop Jockey. We need an email about whatever you want to talk about and your feelings on the greatest wrestling match of all time, Melina versus Alicia Fox. Like how it drives you, how it inspires you, right? Because clearly all those things have to happen when you think of this match, right?
Of course.
Of course.
All
right, but now, right now, we had our fun trip.
Back in time.
And we've got to get out of here and take a break and get ready for next week's 214, which will be right here on the Spanish Announce Table, which is on SpanishAnnounceTable.net. And
Triple H tore his quad for the second time on the same date that he returned from his first quad injury, January 7th. TrainingTopicsNetwork.com.
Hey, what's up? It's WWE superstar Dolph Ziggler here, and you're listening to the Spanish Announce Table on the Trending Topics Network.